Alright guys, welcome to our home. We are dealing with social services again. We had court Wednesday where they tried to present false evidences where they illegally obtained set up photos after we were forcefully, illegally evicted. We were leaving, but I'll get more into that later. We were already moving. It was not what it should have been. So we are here now. We've been here for less than a month. They managed to get the judge to order an immediate walkthrough of our home on Wednesday. Our attorneys knew that we had to walk. We haven't had a vehicle since this mess started before August of last year. This is nothing new to our attorneys, to anybody involved. So we walk home. It's over 6 miles. Google says about 2.5 hours. And that's the time it took us. We get here after being verified by someone driving by, because we're right off a main road, that they were here, at least 6 of them standing in our driveway. We get here, nobody's here. Well, our neighbor comes out and informs us that they have tried to open our front door. They have gone to the back door. They went to our neighbor's door. They tried to open our windows. They took pictures through our window. And they also went into our landlord's shed and took pictures there because I guess they assumed it was ours, even though we laid out everything that was part of our property in court. So they did that, and then they made sure that they left before we could get home. Our attorneys watched them do it, let them do it, and then left with them. Got back to the courthouse, and once we get home and they're not here, we're charging our phone and contacting our attorneys, finding out why aren't you here, what's going on, what happened, and we're being threatened arrest, even though we're here waiting on them, and they left. So we call the police after we find out by our neighbor what happened. The police come, he refuses to file a report, harasses the neighbor, that's the eyewitness, and standing out there with the officer on site because we've asked them, so is the court ordering you to be able to unlawfully break and enter after trespassing without us here? And due to that, they decided that they could not any longer do the walkthrough because they weren't comfortable that we were accusing them, even though there was an officer on site. We never denied them entry. And now they're trying to claim that we broke a court order. We're getting threats from our own attorneys who, mine has relinquished herself from me, and his just won't answer any longer. So I will give more details and updates in the next video, and I am going to be going all the way back to last year when this started and where we are now. And his attorney has said something in one of his confidential papers that he emailed to us after telling us that the judge wasn't going to arrest us, but he was going to order a show cause. And then that he could not offer the guardian ad litem any extra relief because they didn't have enough evidence. And supposedly, according to the attorney, he just wants this to go away, the judge. But because the walkthrough didn't happen, that's not going to happen. And now social services is going to bring in another jurisdiction, which they've been fighting about as it is, saying that they have jurisdiction when they don't, as well as saying foster care possibly for absolutely no reason. We did nothing wrong. So, again, I just wanted to show everybody what our home looks like. This is basically what it looked like the other day. We just had some books on the floor. I've got that video when we came in, when they weren't here, when we were waiting for them, because we had been flooded a couple of times. Our landlord's been in here, took care of all of that. So, you know, it's all straight. He's been in, he's dealt with it, we've dealt with it. Everything's good. And they're just mad that they got caught and that we refused to allow them in the house without taking responsibility for their actions. We didn't refuse them entry. We didn't even say no. We simply made the statement, so did the court order give you the right to break into our home? And after that, immediately after that, you can hear Susan Hartman tell the police officer on scene, well, we can't do the walkthrough because we don't feel comfortable. And they leave, laughing, having a good old time. And now we're being threatened foster care. We've been threatened arrest. It's just crazy. And now we don't have our kids here because I'm not going to risk them trying to come and steal them because they've already done that once before. And they're mad because I didn't let it happen. I made sure that he had a guardian that he was signed over to before they had a chance to take him, because I'm not going to let them get my kid. We took care of our kid. And so he's safe. He's with family. And they're not going to get their hands on him, and they know it.